Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Steve Peterson, and we are here in the garage with another Hyundai Veloster project. Basically, this car is starting to get disassembled. I bought this car for parts. It's a 40,000 mile car. It currently runs and drives. I have done nothing to it except bring it home, put it on jack stands. It's been moved around for a little while, but it's finally on jack stands. I got the wheels off of it. I pulled a bunch of these suspension components off of it that are going to get transplanted to the fix and flip 160,000 mile Veloster that's out in the driveway that I'm planning to sell soon. But in the meantime, I was about to start disassembling some of the parts here on this engine bay, specifically the intake and the intercooler and the crash bar and things like that. Before I disassemble the engine bay and start taking all of the piping and things like that apart, I thought it would be kind of cool to show you how this smoke test machine works and tell you a little bit about it and show you, how to use it, things like that. And just to see if this car has any boost leaks. Again, this car was a running and driving car. It still is a running and driving car. I'd be interested to see if there are currently any visible boost leaks that I can find with my smoke tester. Now, this smoke test machine is designed for light PSI. So there are two modes. It does from like a 0 to like 1 PSI smoke test for things like your evap system and your purge valve system, your evap canister. The other thing that this one can be used for, because this has two modes, would be minor vacuum leaks and minor boost leaks. Because this is a turbocharged car, when it makes boost or when you're into the gas, your turbo is making compressed air and forcing it through all of the piping in the intercooler. And when that compressed air goes through all of this piping and those couplings are maybe loose or something like that, it can cause leaks. Or maybe you got a bad clamp on a vacuum hose, things like that. Ideally, to do a real boost leak test, you need to get yourself a boost leak testing kit. They usually come with something along these lines. It's like a plastic plug with a attachment. And then I actually put my own coupling on here with clamps so that I can slide it where my intake filter goes. And then you hook up this guy to your air line, your air compressor, and you can control the amount of air pressure that you are pumping into the system. And if there are leaks, you'll be able to watch that gauge go down. You'll be able to hear air leaking if there are any leaks. But that's a boost leak test. In this video, we're not boost leak testing this car. I am strictly just smoke testing this car. I wanted to show you guys this product. I wanted to see how it works. I have only used it once so far, just as a test. Basically before this video, so I know it works, but I thought it would be kind of cool to demonstrate it, give you guys an idea if you were ever interested in buying a smoke machine. This is the smallest smoke machine that I have seen ever. It basically fits in the palm of my hand. It's very lightweight. It's got plenty of leads for the positive and negative terminals, which I like. It's got a decent length of hose. It's a decent quality of hose, which I like. Good nozzle as well. I appreciate that. The whole thing is actually made pretty well. It does come with a boot for plugging the intake pipe where the air filter goes, which I'll show you that when we get into this. Okay, here we go. First thing you're going to want to do, obviously I've got the smoke tester hanging here from the hood to keep it up out of the way and to keep everything kind of accessible. I've got the wires kind of wrapped up on here right now just so they're not kind of all over the place. But basically you have a positive and a negative. Obviously your positive is red, your black is your negative. These are going to connect right onto your battery. And there is no like on and off switch on this smoke test machine. So it's basically going to start right up as soon as I touch these leads. Boom, there we go. It's going to take a minute, but it's going to start producing smoke. You'll see that's coming out of the nozzle here. While we wait for that smoke to start, this smoke tester has two modes. It is very quiet on both modes. The first mode is more of a lower PSI. It's designed specifically for testing your evap system at a low pressure. Testing your evap system at your gas cap is going to help identify any evap leaks you may have in your system, whether it be from the canister or any of the evap lines up to the front where your purge valve is. You'll see here it really just a matter of a couple seconds, half a minute maybe, and it's already producing quite a bit of smoke. Now, the smoke that is in this machine is produced by basically baby oil. It's refillable, it holds quite a bit, and you don't really need to fill it often. So before this starts getting too wild here and too smoky, we are going to get this in the car. To put this on the car, you're going to remove your air filter. In this case, it's already removed or loosened. I'm going to take this big rubber plug that comes with the smoke test machine, and I'm going to force that up into the end of the intake tube here so it's nice and tight. And then I'm going to take the nozzle of the smoke machine and I'm going to plug it right into that attachment. I'm going to make sure that that's nice and airtight as well and nice and square in there. And in a moment, if you got that in there good enough, you shouldn't see any smoke coming out from where you have attached all of that. So now that we have that hooked up, we're going to basically wait another minute or so. As this starts compressing a little bit of pressure and starts forcing that smoke through the system, if there are any leaks in the system, we will start to see evidence of that. That smoke is going to start coming out of the places where it's leaking from, basically. So it's pretty straightforward. It's going to take a minute or two for that system to kind of get charged up and full of that smoke. So we've got a second here to talk. While we're talking, this is a car that I bought for parts. This is a 40,000 mile car. It runs and drives. I bought it for the good engine, and I knew that there was enough other parts on this car that I'd be able to sell them, kind of make my money back off of it, and end up with a good spare engine, which is the end goal. I have a buyer who's going to come up from Indianapolis and purchase the front mount intercooler here from me. This is a 845 Motorsports front mount intercooler kit on this car. It's a full aluminum front mount intercooler. It's got the tubular crash bar that it mounts to. And then the piping, hot and cold pipe with all the couplings and clamps. So it's a complete kit. It does have a Synops blow-off valve over here on the side. And this front mount intercooler kit is discontinued. This is a kit that was one of the first original available front mount intercoolers for this platform. This was a proven intercooler to make some good power back in the day. Since it's been discontinued, it's a little hard to come by. So I thought about keeping it, but then part of me realizes that I have no reason to keep this. The setup on my show car is completely different, and if I was to ever change the front mount intercooler setup on my car, it would be to something completely custom. It would not be this kit. Okay guys, it's been a minute or two here, and the system has been charging, filling with the smoke. There is, as I expected to be, a major leak right here. You can see all the smoke coming out here. This is obviously a major issue. This is a huge boost leak. Not only is it leaking here on this vacuum line where it presses in, but it's also leaking here where the blow-off valve is supposed to seal against the intercooler. This is a major boost leak. This is going to cause huge issues when it comes to holding boost under pressure. I mean, that's a major visible leak. Further inspecting all the other connections around the car and underneath, all the hoses, even the lines back here where they connect to the turbo, nothing else is leaking on this car. I'm rather impressed. Even the tube here that runs from the intake over to the valve cover for a breather, that's not leaking at all. I'm not seeing any other leaks anywhere on this engine other than down here. But you guys can see how that works. Basically, that smoke shows you where your leaks are, or at least your low pressure leaks. Again, if you want to really thoroughly boost leak test your car, you're going to want to do something similar here. There's an attachment that's going to go on your intake, and you're going to pressurize the system with air. 12 to 14 pounds of boost is, pretty typical in a car. If you pressure test it around that 12 or 14, 15 pounds of PSI and nothing's leaking, then there's a pretty good chance that you've got no boost leaks. If you are running higher boost, you're in the 18, 19, 20 PSI range, you're going to want to test somewhere in that range, similar to that. So you're going to want to run that pressure up higher just to make sure that nothing is leaking. Some leaks only show up when they're under that really heavy boost pressure, and if you're never really running your car at that high, it's never really a problem. So basically what I'm trying to say is look for your low pressure leaks, fix stuff like this. This is a huge issue. I mean, this is an immediate red flag that there's a problem. So we are not going to really worry about fixing this. Again, I'm taking all of this off the car. But that is how this smoke test machine works. There are those two modes on there. There's a little knob to change it from your evap mode to your regular test mode. This is a pretty cool little tool. Something I will bust out and use quite often. I like the little hanging chain that it comes with, and it seems pretty portable and convenient. So it wasn't very expensive. I've seen smoke test machines cost hundreds. This Hypersmoke smoke machine will run you about $50 on Amazon. I will include the link in the description. Definitely check it out. Overall, I feel like this was a great value for its purpose. There are many different ways to use this machine to diagnose different issues or problems potentially with air and vacuum related type things. I plan on making more videos diagnosing some other potential issues with this tool in the future. Again, for the $50, you do get a couple packets of extra smoke fluid, a couple utensils there. There is a gas cap attachment and some other goodies in here. There's obviously instructions and things like that that come with it that will help you understand how to properly use this tool. As always, you can check out some other videos out there on YouTube as well of people using this product. It's been recommended on many videos that I've seen so far, so that's why I went ahead and spent that $50. I think it's going to come in handy, so definitely check it out, guys. Thanks for watching, everybody. My name again is Steve Peterson. Stay tuned. Hit that subscribe button if you're interested in seeing me take apart more of this car and talk more about this platform. If you're interested in seeing these parts get installed on the fix and flip Veloster, obviously stick around for that. Hit that subscribe button. As always, you can find me on Instagram at Steve the Woody Peterson. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll catch you in the next one.